Welcome to Fragments, the video podcast where two ex-work colleagues turn friends and now turn business partners, Joanna and Marissa, navigate the wild world of business.
Join us for a real talk, laugh, and the occasional therapy session as we share our experiences, lessons learned, and ups and downs of entrepreneurship.
New episodes, new dramas, but the same old coal-fueled chaos.
We're going to be talking everything about fearless females.
And women in business.
Yep, and that's
Women.
why we're wearing our pink.
Yes, absolutely.
We're pretty in pink.
Yeah.
So we have been going. Well, let's put it out there. We're women in business.
We are.
We are two co-founders of Wavebreaker Productions, but we're not just women in business for this. You've got your own business. You've got two businesses.
I got two businesses. My pet online store,
Coco and Bondi.
Coco and Bondi, and my marketing business, which is Joe Bloom.
Yeah.
Which is growing great, and I'm mixing all those skills to adjust to all of them, and I love it. What about you, Marissa?
So we've got Wavebreaker. I've got a renovation company as well called Red Bricks, which I'm in partner with my husband. And then I've got a business advisory that I help construction companies all around their structures and how they should be in their businesses.
That's great.
So we should actually say we're not women in business. We are women in businesses. Businesses. I need to get my teeth in. Get my teeth in for that one. So one of the things I think has been really great to see, we've gone to quite a few women in business events.
Quite a few? A lot.
Okay, a lot. And I find that women supporting women has just been phenomenal.
Amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
That is, everybody wants to help, everyone's enthusiastic, supportive. We've even accessed the mentoring with Priya, which is specifically for supporting and helping females in business.
And I feel that in South Australia there is a lot of support for women in business. I'm not sure about other states.
No, neither am I.
I love the amount of opportunities that are there for education, getting support from other people that offer training opportunities, events, networking opportunities, all of that is out there for us to learn and to connect and to feel more that we are not alone, that we are like a group of women trying to make different and to help the society, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the Polaris Centre was our first ever expo that we did. That's
we present there.
We did.
Business. Yeah.
We did present our business there. Then we've come across the Business Professionals Women, which is in the curated workspace that we work out of.
Yes.
And that's been a phenomenal network as well. Then we
have been in Fearless Female Network as well, which is phenomenal.
That has grown so much. That started out with just a group of business owners that were female, that were supporting each other, and that's just expanded, which has been great to see. But I think I really, really enjoyed the Minister Andrea Michaels. They got additional funding. So what Fearless Females did, they launched in, was it June?
It was last year.
June 24.
June, yeah. It was June, where was around the time where we started.
Yeah.
We got very inspired by that event.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So June 24, Fearless Females launched their funding grant.
Grant.
So what they did was they asked people to donate $500 to be a funded founder. So their aim was to get $50,000 through that scheme, and then the state government through Minister Andrea Michaels match fund it. So then in the end, they had a grant pot for women in business of $100,000. And they had an application process. So we went to the finalist event. So there was 10.
Fabulous. Yeah, it was 10. We went to the awards event, which was launched it was amazing.
And it was great to see who actually won. So I think there was I think there was a couple of 50,000, was it? I'm trying to think how many winners there was. I think there was, out of 10 finalists, I think there was 6 winners, and they all had different increments of money. So we're pretty keen that we're gonna probably apply next year as well, because we weren't eligible this time round, but we would be eligible for the next round of funding. So we're
actually going to apply this year.
Yeah, it would be this year. Yeah, wouldn't this financial year?
Yeah.
So we're gonna throw our hat in the ring and see how we go. Because if you're not in it, you've got no chance. But if you're in it, you've got a chance of winning.
Like, there are a lot of opportunities there. Obviously, there is not much funding, and I feel that some of the women feel like they don't have all the requirements. But if you keep an eye on the opportunities, signing up for registering for those grants and probably getting access to newsletters and things that can give you more information about how to apply or new grants that come up will be a good idea.
And I think one of the things that Fearless Females did, which was really good for their granting and their funding opportunity, was they actually ran a workshop on how to complete the application process and the grants and what that criteria was that they were actually looking for, which actually helped. But we all know that and one of the things that Fearless Females Network are actually trying to counteract is that 2% of all venture capitalist funding is only given to female-owned businesses. That is a terrible statistic.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
And we're still doing so much great work.
We are doing great work. And I thought it was interesting. We had a few guests on the Glass Ceiling podcast. We had Joe Thomas, I think if you remember, from Enroller, which is a startup business, and we had Roanne from Cobber on to the Glass Ceiling, and they've both been through that venture funding process.
Yeah.
And
a friend of ours already got a grant with she won an award with Fearless Females.
Yes, and she's going to be on the show next time round on the season 3 of the Glass Ceiling. We're going to hear all about Olive and Bee, which is a phenomenal. And when we spoke to her, her business was just about to take off internationally and her export, and that was just so exciting to see in such a short period of time how she's grown her business and the success.
But it's not only talking about women, it's like how also men are very important in our lives, how they can potentially support us, our partners. I think that's a great support.
I think I'm all for women in business, but I agree that the support of both females in business, friends, family, your partners, even people that you worked with before who were, may have been your managers and turn into mentors. I think it's really important. Everyone has a role, and I've been, very grateful for that advice and support across the whole spectrum. I just think I've been really, really surprised now that I'm in that Women in Business network, the support that is available, but I still think there's a long way for us to go as well.
Yeah. But I think it's like feeling that you are not alone, speaking out, telling people how you can get support, showing up at events, like meeting those amazing women. You will see them over the time and you will become friends, and they will give you advice, and they can, So that's
and I think it's really good to openly talk about what your goals are or what you're trying to achieve, because by talking about it, you're putting it out there, and you just don't know who may be able to help you, or might be able to know how to help you, or be able to connect you with something. And we've done this a few times where we've gone to a few events and we're seeing the regular people, we're starting to build a relationship.
Absolutely.
And what you want to do is next time you go, how did you go? How did you go with that export? Did it happen? And
all of those women are in different stages as well.
Oh,
so
100%.
They could be very helpful for those who are starting, or for those that are getting closer to those women that probably have more success and have built bigger things. So yeah.
And I do think whatever your past is or whatever your history is, I think, and I would encourage people to go back over the Glass Ceiling and listen to some of those episodes. But Jo had a really big corporate career, But she turned around and went, but I've never done this venture capitalist. I've never pitched to get funding for my business. And it was all new to her. And even though in some instances or some of the rounds that she wasn't successful in, the venture capitalist or business angels or whatever you want to call them, I've turned around and went, oh, these are ways that you can improve, or, you know, and all of a sudden she's got them in her network giving her advice for the next round of support that she might want to apply for. So yeah. it's just been fascinating to watch.
A lot of great things happening.
Yeah.
And I reckon over the time people will be more open to those opportunities, and I think we will be open to those opportunities, and not only talking to people but showing up, speaking out loud, and talking to the universe, because those things are coming to us, right?
Yeah, I mean, when we set up our business, I always realised that we never went for .au. Do you remember on our domain name, wavebreakerproductions.com.au, we decided that we were going to go with .com.
Because we want to go global.
And we have. It's a bit sooner than we thought it was going to go global, but we never limited ourselves in our thinking, even from the start. And I think probably the takeaway from this episode is speak about your goals, don't limit yourself, and ask for help when you need it.
Yeah, and probably have clear where do you want to get to, you know, because sometimes when you don't know where you want to get to, any direction could be good.
Yeah.
So you have to have a goal in mind to keep going through that goal, like to achieve that goal. So,
100%. So good luck, everyone.
Thank you for surviving another episode of Fragments. If you made it this far, congratulations.
You must be a glutton for punishment or just really love us. We hope it's the latter.
Check out the Wavebreaker Podcast Network for more great episodes like this one.
And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review.
We will love you forever.
Or at least until the next episode.